All right, guys, I've got something to share with you. I figured it out. I figured out why we lack motivation, why guys themselves lack motivation. So, for example, the amount of times I've seen guys reach out to say that they lack motivation to work out, that they lack motivation to eat food, that they lack motivation to read a book, to take that class, that they lack motivation to put in the extra work to get that promotion. They lack motivation to essentially do more than the bare minimum. They lack motivation to get out the couch, to work out, to improve themselves, especially when you're on your time off the clock after your 9 to 5, right? So I figured this out. Hear me out with this. So let's to circle back quick here. If you've ever served in the military or if you've ever been in law enforcement or whatever the case is, essentially there's always a mission, there's always an objective, there's always something going on with that. It's always boom, 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 boom. It's always go, 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 right? There's rarely ever a dull moment, especially during the 9 to 5 workday in the military, in law enforcement, first responders, stuff like that. It's always just go, 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 right? There's always a mission. There's always an objective, and in some of those cases, it's a mission that you don't want to do, but you still do it. The question is, why do you still do it? In the context of military and law enforcement, is because you have supervisors and you have supervisors, first lines, and people that are counting on you to come to the day, to rescue the day, to be the hero of their story, right? To rescue the day, to solve the problem. Now, and in the event that, let's say in the military, in the event that you don't, you just refuse, you'll get your ass chewed out by your team leader or your squad leader, right? Or at some point in time, you'll get separated with a discharge that's not very desirable, right? So now to fast forward to the civilian sector, let's say for example you're at your 9 to 5 job. There's going to be some tasks there throughout the day that you don't want to do, but you do it anyway. Why? Because it's your job. And if you don't, long story short, there's a chance that you can get fired or terminated from your position, right? That's the biggest consequence that's hovering above your head by making the choice and decision of saying no to that job, right? Now, so in your 9 to 5 job, you probably do a lot of things that you don't want to do, but you do them anyway because it's your job and because the consequences are termination and getting fired, and at that point you lose your income to pay bills and things of that nature, right? Now, here's where things get fun, right? Essentially, at your 9 to 5 job in the military and law enforcement, first responders and things of that nature, there is someone there holding you accountable, someone there to yell at you, someone there to give you a consequence or whatever the case is in the event that you are not performing, in the event that you are not doing what you're supposed to be doing for the duties of your profession that is demanded of your position, right? Now, let's say that we are now off the clock and on our time. This is where things get exciting and very interesting. My question now is, who is holding you accountable to get after it when you have options, so many options of doing nothing, such as the couch, such as going out and socializing, to drink beer, to go to the bars and the clubs, such as scrolling social media all day long on your phone and accomplishing nothing, such as watching a movie for hours on end, or binge watching the current football games, right? We have lots of options of doing nothing, and on top of that, those options give us instant gratification with that massive dopamine hit of excitement, right? Until we wake up and look in the mirror and say, "Fuck, I'm skinny. Fuck, I don't have any muscles." And then we look at our bank account. Oh shit, I'm broke. I'm poor. Shit. And then relationship says, "Oh fuck, I'm single," and girls are correction. I'm single and I'm invisible to girls. Fuck. Right? Or for the guys' case, skinny guys that just walk around with no confidence, no drive, no purpose. Fuck. And then you hate what you saw, and then you hate what you see in the mirror internally, right? So we have all these options of gratification and doing nothing that give us the internal motivation of excitement through dopamine. But when we look in the mirror a week from now, a month from now, a year from now, we say fuck, and we hate what we see in the mirror. So the question is, when you are on your time, who is holding you accountable to get after it? What is holding you accountable to get after it? When you are on your time, off the clock, when you have all kinds of options of doing nothing, of sitting on the couch, Netflix, social media, going out to bars and clubs, socializing, chasing girls, one-night stands, all of those things, who and what is holding you accountable to get after it and do what you're supposed to be doing to become your best and strongest self, to impress your future self, to achieve the life of success, happiness, and freedom and fulfillment that you desire? To look at yourself in the mirror and smile at what you see with excitement and fulfillment, to say, I did that. Who's holding you accountable? What is holding you accountable? For myself, this is my home gym. I literally have a couch that's 10 feet away from my gym. In fact, it's like steps away from my dip bars right there, my dip station that I do dips on. I have a couch right there and a TV right across the room from that. And every day, every time I work out, I see that in plain sight every time I work out, but I say no, and I look right past it. Why? Because I know what that life leads to. Laziness. My previous skinny fat self that I fucking hated, to wake up in the mirror a year from now, accomplish fucking nothing, no muscles, no confidence, no purpose, no drive, no fulfillment, and no achievement of any sorts at all. That's what that couch. That's what I see when I look at that couch when I work out. So therefore, when I work out, I'm in the fucking zone. I'm not even giving that an option in my head. I'm so focused on the workouts. I'm so focused on achieving my future results, to impress my future self, to achieve the vision I have set for myself. That's what I'm focused on. And when I see that couch, I just smile and say, boom, I'm better than that. I'm choosing to put in the work today to impress myself tomorrow, to set myself up for success in the future, for muscles, money, the women, and the life of success that I desire. And this is all in my own head that I call Jeff Radio, essentially, right? Which I have a different YouTube video on that alone, but that's not the point of this video. So my question for you is, you have correction. When you are at your 9-to-5 job, you have someone there that's holding you accountable, that's holding you accountable for the expectations of what is required of you while you are on the clock. And now, when you are off the clock, either before or after your 9-to-5, the question becomes, who or what is holding you accountable to get after and do what you're supposed to be doing, and do what you know that you need to be doing to crush it, to achieve your desired results, to impress your future self, to smile in the mirror with excitement and say, I did that and I achieved those results, to get that fulfillment and satisfaction internally and externally, to get jacked inside out. What is holding you accountable when there's no one there to watch you, when there's no one there to hold your hand, when there's no one there to yell at you, when there's no one there with that red pen saying, hey, well, missed that target, right? Who's holding you accountable when you're on your time? When it's time for you to get after it, to impress your future self. Once again, guys reach out all the time to say, I like motivation, to work out, to eat the right foods, to read the book, to take the class, to essentially invest in themselves, to become their best and strongest selves, to impress their future self, to live a life of success, happiness, profit, and freedom and fulfillment that they desire. Guys reach out all the time saying, I like motivation, I'm depressed, I'm burnt out. Cool. It's because we have all these options and the life of ease, comfort, and convenience of doing nothing. Therefore, as Goggins said, we must stay hard. And once again, we currently live in the life of, we currently live in the easiest times that we've ever had. Be it we've had the most challenges we've ever had before when it comes to mental health and motivation. The fact that we lack motivation in the easiest times that we've ever had is fascinating, because we have all these options of doing nothing, and yet we know internally, deep down, what we should be doing, but we choose not to, because the current pain has not exceeded the pain required to change. And that's 100% what it is. Until you look at your bank account, until you look at yourself in the mirror and say to yourself, fuck, and then you were officially not happy with what you see, and the pain of doing nothing officially exceeds the pain required to change, that is when you'll change. But until then, nothing's going to happen. Until you reach that point where the pain of doing nothing, and the pain of smiling, the pain of looking at yourself in the mirror and not be happy with what you see officially exceeds the pain required to change, that is when you will evolve beyond anything that you could ever possibly imagine. Or then it gets better. Over time, as you continue putting in the reps, you'll smile and enjoy the process to the point where it's no longer pain. It's a fun time and you enjoy it. That's when things get fun and exciting real quick. And that's why I personally, and that's the motto I choose, of enjoying the process, to wake up excited every day to get after it, to impress my future self, to live a life of happiness, profit, freedom, and fulfillment that I desire. So think about that next time you like motivation, to get rid of those options in your head and to get after it by doing the things that you know that you should be doing to crush it, to impress your future self, to achieve the results that you desire, to live the life of happiness, success, freedom, and fulfillment that you desire most. I'm done talking. Until next time, JB out.